So the Muslim man here claims that Muslim women are virgins. I'd like to differ. Muhammad Jihad, who is another leading apologist at the park, part-time stripper. These guys are going around and banging them at hotels without anyone else knowing them. Where does it say she has a say? Let me ask you this. Would you be happy if anyone came to you and said, I can sell you some soil for you if you like. If you don't have water, you can wipe your face with soil and that will make your face clean. Would you be happy?
I'm not going to answer.
You're not going to answer. That's good. No wonder why Muslims won't leave Islam. Can you see why Muslims won't leave Islam?
Why?
Because even when they are faced with the most obvious arguments against Islam, they'd much rather remain blind and rub their face with soil than to agree and of course be killed. Of course that's not a good thing. If you're a Muslim and if you leave Islam, who knows what would happen to you. I completely understand the threat. But let me at least give you a helpline, which is, I am a Christian. So if you want to leave Islam, don't tell anyone else, just come to me. Just come to me, I can give you security, safety. We'll find a place of security for you and give you a new life. Look at me, sir. Don't look at there. Thin air isn't going to help you. Looking there into empty air isn't going to help you. So which Muslims are now suddenly going to make sense? You sir, no? No sense still. That's fine. That's
I can't
fine.
speak to someone that's not going to listen. What's the point?
I've listened
asked
to
you a
you
simple
enough.
question. You done it 30 times. Simple question.
Please come in.
Okay.
Ask your question,
No,
please.
I'm not going to come there. I'm going to stand here.
Sure.
My
Ask.
question was, in the beginning, what will happen to me as a Muslim if I don't believe in your ideology as a Christian? Simple question. That's it. I don't want to engage in any... As a Christian, I just want to hear your view. That's all I want to hear.
If you are a Muslim who don't become a Christian, you will receive a lot of love from Christians. Why?
Not from Christians, sir.
I'm answering.
In the afterlife.
Please listen.
As if I die
No,
today.
please.
No, but that's why I'm asking you the question. Not from you. I'm not asking you what your opinion is. I'm asking you, as a Muslim, if I die today and I don't believe in Christianity, I don't believe in Jesus to be the Son of God, what will happen to me as a Muslim?
I'll
What does
ask
the
you
Bible
very
say?
simple. I'll ask you very simple. I'll ask you very simple.
No, but answer the
No,
question,
I'll ask
please.
you very
No,
simple.
I'm not going to answer. Please answer the question.
Okay. If you reject God, if you reject the true God, of course you won't be happy with Him and you won't have a place with Him. This is not some university level question. This is basic. I'm not trying to demean you. I'm trying to be simple with you. Very simply, rejecting the true God will mean you won't have a place with Him. That's obvious.
When I go to hell.
Well, not with God. A place which is not with God is what Christian theology calls as hell. And so, of course, if you're not going to be happy with God, you won't be with God out of your own choice. That I agree. Where I disagree is on two counts. Please listen to me. What's your name?
It's fine, just carry on.
My name is Arun. I'll give you two specific points. Yeah. In Islam and in Christianity, this is similar. This point is similar. If you reject the claimed God, you will end up in a bad place. That is similar. Now I'll give you three specific points which are dissimilar, which are the more important points. Three specific points. Because it is so important that you have to receive the true God, God of the Bible repeatedly gives public evidence. Public national evidence for everyone to be able to see, learn and come to Him. Because it's a very crucial decision in life, you would like God to have given some evidence, which is what God of the Bible has done. You look at Jesus, perform signs and wonders, heal the sick, the lame, the blind, help cleanse the sinners. Ultimately, He was able to lay down His own life and was able to come back alive. Such is the marvelous testimony of God of the Bible, number one. In contrast, the Islamic Allah, what does He do? Given that it's a very crucial decision in life, what does the Islamic Allah do? You can read through Surah Al-An'am, Surah 6, if you like. People were repeatedly chasing after the messenger of Islam, asking for a sign. Have you read Surah Al-An'am? No. Surah 6. When you go home, please read. Surah 6, Surah Al-An'am. The messenger was chased. Please give us some sign. because we want to take this seriously. We want to consider this seriously. Are you, the Islamic Allah, the true God? They ask for a sign over and over again. Surah 6, please read. What does the messenger of Allah do? No, 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 I can't show you a sign. Run from one place to pillar to post to everything else. And therefore, the Islamic Allah shows no sign, which is not good. If you are going to take a serious view on people who have rejected you, you better show a sign, which the Islamic Allah refused to show time and time again. Problem number one. Problem number two. In the meantime, God in the Bible says, give non-Christians the best opportunity to find out that God is true. And so He has asked us to love you as Christians. And this is why Christians have come up with all sorts of charitable institutions which have spread across the world. Red Cross and whatever else. Across the world, consistently, throughout time.
Can you also agree that they've done horrible things as well?
Who? Christians? No, you can't. You can't
At
show
all,
this.
at all.
Not, you can't demonstrate
Crusades?
crusades. Do you understand the historic context of the
I
crusades?
understand the basic, yeah.
What is the historic? What were
Explain,
the,
please.
what were the Muslims doing in Europe and in
Explain,
Jerusalem?
explain, please, yeah.
In Israel and in Europe, what were the Muslims doing?
Explain, I'm asking you.
If I invade your house, what would you do?
Well, it's simple. You will defend yourself.
You, yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I am invading your house, so across Europe, including in Israel, when the Islamic army shouted out Allahu Akbar and whatever else nonsense and went into non-Islamic land, of course the native population would mobilize and
We'll do the same
This
thing
is-
and go into other
this-
lands and
please
slaughter
listen,
children.
please listen.
Same thing.
Please listen. This, by the way, is a political fight, nothing to do with theology.
I agree.
You won't find
Same as
crusades.
same as
Please-
terrorists today.
Please listen.
Same as ISIS.
Please listen.
Same as ISIS.
Please listen. ISIS follows the Quran. I can show you from the Quran.
Why
What do you
don't I-
want?
why don't I follow
Should
ISIS?
Should I for?
Why don't I agree with you?
Because you didn't read Surah Al-Anam. Have you read the Quran entirely?
Why-
Do you know how many surahs are there?
Why,
in the Quran?
why do I not agree with ISIS? Why do I not agree with it? Why doesn't he do it? Look, there's a few.
Please
Muslims
listen,
here.
please listen.
Why don't they agree with it? Why is
Please
it such a small
Please
minority?
listen.
Why is it such a small?
Please listen.
Mate, you keep saying listen, but you need to listen to what I'm
You
saying
asked
as
a
well.
question.
Yeah.
Now I am answering. First of all, I have no evidence to rely on to really say that you actually denounce ISIS. I don't know. You're just saying that in public. I have no way to verify that because the Quran says. Please,
Let's say I am.
please,
Let's say I am for the sake of
please,
argument.
please, I'll finish. Because why can't I rely on your verbal statement? I can't because your Quran tells you that you can lie in public. Please listen, my dear friend.
No, but this is,
If you interject,
no, give the evidence.
I'm answering.
I want to know.
Please don't interrupt.
But you make a point, but you don't give evidence. You just make the point and then you do explanation. Give the evidence and then explain. And
All right, my dear friends, I'll finish. If you don't let me answer, I'll carry on. Very simply, in the Quranic theology and morality is very simple. There is only one person to whom, if you say something, you need to mean it, and that is to the Islamic Allah. To anyone else, you don't have to. According to the Quran, non-Muslims would lie to non-Muslims. According to the Quran, men can lie to the Islamic women. According to Islam, even if he has a sex slave at home, when he is out and about, he can have other sex slaves without even. Please, sir. I've ignored you. I've ignored you. You can go the Quran. I can show you verse after verse if you like, sir. Every time. Okay, I'll show you once. I'll show you one particular point right now, and I'd like you to give an explanation. According to the Quran, if you have a sex slave at home, who the others are thinking is your wife, but in Islam there is no such thing called a marriage. It's a sex slavery. If you have a sex slave at home, the Quran says when you are out and about, without even your sex slave at home knowing, you can have new sex slaves. I'll show you where it says, and you will need to engage with that, sir, because you are so focused on finding out.
engage. I'm asking you.
No. Please. I'll give you evidence, please.
Let's give him evidence. That's only fair.
So yeah, absolutely. It's only fair, and therefore let's go there. So, evidence. Right.
Next of the line says, and teach them everything I taught you.
Surah 2, Ayah 235. Okay, literally 5 minutes. Sorry. Surah 2, Ayah 235. Let's read.
Ikra.
Ikra. All right. Surah 2, Ayah 235. What does it say? Please, sir. It says, there is no blame upon you for that to which you allude concerning a proposal to women. You want to propose to women? And no blame upon you, or for what you conceal within yourselves. Allah knows that you will have them in mind. Allah knows that you will have in your. If you read in context, by the way, it talks about other aspects of how you relate to your mother, your wife, and your sex slave, and so on. And from there it comes here, and it says, if you want to go around, and while you are about your walk in the park today, if you find some.
Say that. You just said that yourself.
Come here.
Where did I say it?
Come here. Please, would you like to read?
I never heard sex slave.
Would you like to read?
You said it 5 times before you opened the book.
Please, would you like to read?
Where did it say sex
Would you
slave?
like to read?
Yeah. No,
Would you
read
like to read?
yourself. You read yourself.
Would you like to
Read.
I'm going to give you a simple option.
I'm
sir.
listening.
Please listen. Would you like to read?
No, you read yourself.
If you don't want to read, I'm going to be going on a monologue right now.
Okay, I will listen.
Thank you very
I will
much.
listen.
So if you don't refuse, this is.
But you said sex slaves,
please.
and then you read something else.
Once.
You read something else.
Okay. If you want sex slaves, I can go there also.
Read it.
Would you like sex slaves?
Read
Okay,
it.
I'll go.
Read
No
it. I
problem.
wanna hear it.
So the gentleman wants to know where it is sex
You
slaves.
just said Surah
No, whoa.
But I never said that.
Don't worry.
I never said that.
Don't worry. How are women sex slaves? I'll go there.
Go on.
Surah 2, Ayah 223.
Yeah, that's the one you quoted earlier.
No. Earlier I quoted 235. Now I'm talking about 223. Why are women sex slaves in the Quran? Surah 2, Ayah 223. Your wives are a place of cultivation. Wives are a place of cultivation for you. So come to your place of cultivation however you wish and put forth for yourselves. So the lady who you think you're marrying is a land that you cultivate. And what do you do with her? You decide however you wish. You decide.
Interpretation is very wrong. It doesn't-
Please read. Please
what
read.
you just said doesn't
No, excuse me,
interpret
excuse me,
that.
excuse me,
It doesn't interpret that.
excuse me,
It doesn't.
No. There are one of two options. Either you're going to read and explain.
No, I'll listen to you.
No, please, no.
I'll rather listen
In
to
which case, you stay quiet. I am speaking.
Yeah,
If
but
you don't want to read.
You keep.
Okay, let me ask. Wow.
Monologue
Place.
doesn't even exist.
Okay, that's fine. You're clearly confused.
Keep rambling.
Your wives are a place of cultivation. When I read through this verse, find out if the lady has any choice in the interaction. Clearly it's talking about a sexual interaction. Find out if the lady has any choice. Your wives are a place of cultivation. You treat your wife like land, and it goes on for you. It's a place of cultivation for you. It's a land that you own. And so what it says, so come to your place of cultivation however you wish. Does it say however you wish and however she wishes? Does it say try and find out if you both agree? No. However you wish. This man is confused and he isn't even sincere.
She has no say in it.
All right,
Does
go.
she say, does it say that
Show
she
me
has no
where
say?
does it say she has a say?
She has no say.
Where does it
You're
say?
just making your own interpretation of
Where
words.
does
That's
it
what you're
say
saying.
in Surah 2
Where does it
ayah?
say it does? She doesn't.
Where does it
Where
say
does it
she has a
doesn't?
say?
If what you're saying is true, it would have specifically.
You are English,
said
sir.
that your
So you
wife
understand.
has absolutely no choice.
Don't squeeze your water bottle. Show your
Why are
stress
you
somewhere
going
else.
to that? Why are you going
Don't
to
be
that?
stressed, please.
Why
No,
are you
don't.
going to that?
Look, don't
Where
be
does
stressed.
it say in your interpretation?
No, you're
Where does
really,
it say in your
you
interpretation?
are really
that she
stressed.
has
Now,
no choice?
I'll finish.
talking shit.
So it's fine. Look, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please keep moving, please. No, but there's some water left. Don't waste that. Please
I
go.
think you might need some.
For your stress, you would need that. Why do I call women in Islam who think they are married as sex slaves?
Why?
Not as wives? For 4 specific reasons.
Why?
Reason number 1, the Quran, Surah 2, Ayah 223 says, women are a land of cultivation and that men will use you according to their unilateral desire. Your wish has no say in it. We would call it sex objects. That's what they are. Point number 2, Surah 4, Ayah 34. Surah 4, Ayah 34 says that men can beat women.
I beat them
Beat them.
lightly.
What would you be? Lightly or heavily? Careless. Why would you beat them? Because they are your objects.
You suspect.
Sex objects. You have sex with them, and if you don't like their behavior, you beat them. Sex objects. Point number 2. Point number 3. Point number 3. Point number 3. Surah 33. Point number 3. Surah 33. Ayats 59 to 62. Ayats 59 to 62. Surah 33 says that Muslim women must be recognizable through their cloaks. You know, have you seen school uniforms? Apparently, Muslim men need to know from a distance that some lady is a Muslim.
Woman,
So it's-
virgin.
Yeah, who says? Says who? Excuse me, sir. Yo, Mohammed, please listen. Please listen. Okay. So the Muslim man here claims that Muslim women are virgins. I'd like to differ. I'd like to differ. Excuse me, my dear friends. Excuse me, my dear friends. I would like to differ.
Why?
People such as Ali Baba, who is a leading Islamic apologist at the park. Ali Baba. He goes around with his 40 thieves. He's Ali Baba. And people such as Muhammad Jihad. Muhammad Jihad, who is another leading apologist at the park. Part-time stripper, part-time fake martial arts fellow,
You want to create a jihad here?
part-time clown, Muhammad Jihad. What does he do? Whereas you think Muslim women are virgins, these guys are going around and banging them at hotels without anyone else knowing them. And therefore, please, my dear friends, it's time to wake up. Don't ever think that we are talking about virgins there. Yeah, I am not sincere because I don't give in to his delusion. I am intelligent and therefore I read and three reasons I've given so far. Fourth reason as to why women in Islam are sex objects. Fourth reason right now. Verse chapter, Surah 24, Ayahs 30 and 31 and Ayah 60 and 61 talk about how women should cover things in public which they would be able to reveal at home. So clearly we are talking about things which are visible for other men at home, which they are supposed to cover in a public place. Like
The face.
you can your face at home you can reveal, but when you come in public you cover. The niqab, which is practiced in Afghanistan.
Can I ask you one question?
No, please wait.
Your shoes don't
Please
fit.
wait.
How come your shoes don't
And
fit?
so, my dear
How
friends,
come you're wearing your dad's shoes?
you see, I am talking about.
This is charity.
Please cover their faces. Please cover these intelligent men's faces. Their Islam is falling apart. Their Islam is falling apart. Whereas Islam is falling apart, the best defense for Islam that they've got is to make comments about my shoes. So now you know what Islam is comparable to.
What is the size of your shoe?
Thank you very much. God's blessings to you all. Become Christians. Come to the precious Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
You lie in everything.
You see, look at Islam's quality. I'm talking about Quran, he's talking about my mother. Can you imagine the quality of Islam? No wonder these are sex slaves. These guys have sex slaves at home. All that they care about is sex. Thank you very much, my dear friends. God's blessings to you all.